So for current affairs, as you said, we've always been saying, you will be able to cover all those 35 to 39 questions in not more than 10 to 12 minutes, because that is one area which will take you lesser time and you can cover more questions. But one difference for GK as compared to the other is that you don't need to necessarily read the entire passage to solve the questions. You can actually just look at what the passage is all about, go through the questions, and then you can search in the passage for answers that will be very easy. Where if it is not based on memory, some of these things will be definitely based on a little bit of static knowledge that you will have, or about areas that have happened in the news. If you've been following the news, only then you will be able to relate and answer. Naresh, I would like you to
Yeah,
take.
I think broadly I would say this is something that we have been telling. If there's one area in CLAT 2020 where you can kind of not focus on passage, it's GK. Just glance a passage, go to the questions. Only one or two questions actually require you to look at. They also ask a particular name, particular thing. Otherwise, don't spend time on that. Second thing that I would say is, like ma'am said, 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. There are 6 to 7 passages, probably 6 to 7 passages. And 7 passages, I would say, in 12 minutes. What does it mean? On average, not more than a couple of minutes per passage. Couple of minutes per passage, 5 to 6 questions per passage. That means you need to read the question, answer it, read the question, answer it. Any question that requires detailed this thing, do not worry about it, leave it. That's a broad thing I would want to say. Coming to some of the friends are asking, for example, which areas, Narasimhacharya is asking a question very interestingly, which GK month we should prepare, and he's asking CLAT paper has already been set or not. No one knows the answer for that. And I am assuming a CLAT paper should have already been set. There's no way that they would have waited for Corona and stuff. They would have set the paper, but at the same time, they might be making some changes. We usually suggest students to focus on last 1 year current affairs. So last March to this April, May. And now I would say this April, May becomes more important. Had the exam been in May, it would have been enough to prepare up to March or so, early April. But now, because the exam is going to be in July, late July or early August, there may be some questions. Even if they have prepared an old paper, what they'll do, they'll obviously, in GK specifically, they will change questions. They can obviously add 5 to 6 questions on latest pattern. In fact, one of the years I remember very well, where there is a conference happening, COP, Conference of Parties, was happening in India at the time, Hyderabad Biodiversity COP. It's an international conference. What they've done is, that happened exactly in March, April. What they did was they asked a very, very tricky question. The question was not on what is the summit, where did it happen and stuff. They asked exact dates when it happened. That's because it was in the month when the exam happened, one month before the exam happened. So that kind of stuff can happen. That's what I would want to tell you. So do not worry about, you have to prepare current affairs as recent as possible. I would say that's why we are in the classes, through the exams, we're trying to ask you questions in May, June also. That's what I would want to say. Srilata Gurupal is asking, my GK score is too low, even though I go through newspaper daily and follow news boards. See, Srilata, I'll tell you, if you're scoring low in GK, it only can indicate one thing, in spite of doing this. That means you are expecting to know stuff. You are focusing on trivia. You're focusing on knowledge. That is, you want to read stuff and you know that stuff, you expect that stuff to come in the exam. The reason you're not scoring very well, you might have done well in a probably older pattern exam, I don't know. But in the new pattern exam, what happens is, they're not trying to know the knowledge only, but some kind of background information. That's what we call in ALP, my approach is story, concept, trivia. So overcome your trivia approach. Whenever you see a question, do not know the answer and move on. Focus time on that. Try to spend time on that. Try to be a voracious reader. Try to be a monkey. Try to kind of be curious to kind of jump from that area, any connected area, and keep on reading all around it. That way, your broad knowledge will improve. Do not worry about by hearting. We always say, right, Triblar approach in our thing. I'm sure my friends here can type for me what Triblar approach we say. Do not worry about memorizing it. Rather worry about read, research, retain. You read stuff, you research about that stuff, retain will already happen. So in case you focus on retain, you don't research, you cannot get that. That's what I would want to say. So Reshma is asking, current affairs, if I start now, can I? See, Reshma, you can start one day before and you can do, but I would not say that that's ideal, right? You cannot complete it. I'm saying current affairs is not a limited tank. See, English, you might still know what grammar, what kind of vocabulary, what kind of arts you can do. Logical, you know what areas will come. Legal also, to some extent, you can say at least the skills they're testing. Maths, you know what formulas they'll come. But GK, please do not understand. There is no box. There is no syllabi. So you cannot kind of, ensure that I prepare for 1 month, will it happen? No. Please understand that kind of approach. Whenever someone asks 1 month, 2 months, etc., please understand it is not an IIT JEE. It is not a NEET exam where saying that if you prepare for 15 hours a day, 2 months is enough. If you prepare for 8 hours a day, 6 months is enough. If you prepare 4 hours a day, 1 year is enough. That kind of mantra cannot work for exams like CLAT, exams like UPSC, IAS exam also. This requires a deeper skill building, deeper habit building. That's what I would want to tell you. Very, very important. Gautam is asking a question on new approach, passage first or questions first. Gautam, like you said already, it depends on the section. For GK, for example, questions first. GK, you should focus on questions, not so much on the passage. For other areas, it depends probably, based on the kind of thing. Legal, for example, you need to get the rule correct, rule and framework and exception, then go to questions. Logical reasoning, you have both types, question based and passage based. Like that, it depends. That is what I would say broadly. Yeah. Yes, Siddhant is typing our approach, PPE and Triple R. Absolutely, absolutely. Read research again. Good, thank you. Nachmacharya is asking that. Yes, good. Read research. I think all of them are probably kind of giving answers now. That's fine. Good, thank you, all of you. Very good. Anila, Gautam, Shashi. Good job, good job. Arvinda is asking. Ideal timetable for cracking CLAT, maybe the number of hours a day. Arvinda, like I just said, in fact, you'll be surprised to know. I think we have recently kicked on an interesting project called CLAT Foundation. I thought it's high time. We never wanted to do something like IIT type and all this, but we believe CLAT has become a habit-based exam. These habits are built from very high school only. So I believe even 4-5 years can be prepared. You can prepare for CLAT for 4-5 years also. You can prepare for CLAT 2 years also. I would say ideally at least 2 years. At least 2 years is must for CLAT preparation, particularly in the new format, because you need to build the habits of skills of reading and general awareness. The two things, if you have cousins, friends, juniors, you want to tell you, if you have to tell, we are having a separate session for that, longer term preparation. Today's thing is not that, but generally there are two areas. One is reading and the second is general awareness. If you can take care of these two, believe me, you prepare for that and we can make you prepare for CLAT in 2-3 months. Believe me, we can make you rock if you have those two things. If you don't have those two things, I'll give you enough number of time, it will not work, right? So that's a broad thing. Padma, there's no specific questions on GK that I see like other areas, so we should probably move on to the other area. I think the next area that we have is English and quant. Probably we move on to English then. When it comes to legal, yeah. Meanwhile, Nikita is asking.
Nikita has a question. When it comes to legal and English passages, attempting them online, I'm losing my interest and understanding abilities after 2 or 3 passages. And when I find easy passages at the end, I'm making silly mistakes. Any suggestions? Probably should try doing the easy passages first, which doesn't take up too much of your mental load and you're able to do them better. Then come to the difficult ones. Chances of your scores improving will be higher in that case. That is one suggestion that I can give you. Yes.
Padma, I want to kind of bring our friends back to what we discussed 15 minutes back. In fact, Sood asked us, right? If you do Lal Salam and if you do leave everything, what will happen? That is the answer for this, Nikita. In fact, the ability to kind of do Lal Salam, leave questions will make you do other questions. See, in a competitive exam, see, you're not writing a board exam where your absolute score is important. You're writing a competitive exam, relative score is important. If you have an English passage, English section, you have 5 to 6 passages. First 3 passages are continuously very difficult. If you have the ability to be patient, relax, and leave all the 3 passages, Lal Salam, and then go to the 4th passage, you still have your mind in like tact, your freshness is there, you have the energies, you will attempt. If you tried the 3 hard and tooth and nail, and then what happens? You kind of come to 4th passage, your mind is like, you're lost. You kind of cannot do it. We have seen some interesting trend. I'll tell you, we have done research. We have found that whenever 2 or 3 very difficult questions come, not even passages, leave passages, and we're talking about the regular MCQ also. We have seen that whenever the 3-4 continuous difficult questions, even the 5th question, if it is a very easy question, students tend to leave it, not even attempt it. Right? That is the thing that we are trying to kind of this today's session is about identifying those kind of idiosyncrasies, those kind of mistakes, those kind of things that people make. I think we need to avoid that. That's a broad thing I would want to tell you. Yeah. Right. Next thing, Padma,
doing easy passages first increases confidence for doing further questions. Absolutely, try and pick up the easy passages first. Do the easy ones and then come back to the difficult ones later. Right.
Nikita has something. I'll read that. Nikita says reading making it difficult online to judge the passage. I completely agree, Nikita, and that's why I believe CLAT should have never gone offline. I'll be honest. They've got offline. You all prepared for offline. Suddenly now, see, the thing is, I'll tell you, you have to have both. You never know. Even now, will it be offline, online? We don't know. But what I'll say is, preparing with the modern world, things can go online. Courts are also trying to go online now. There's virtual, right, court things. Right? I'm saying it's important for you to get used to online. That the problem with online is difficult, I agree, but it takes time. We need to overcome that. See, if our generation we are getting used to online, believe me, your generation can do it far better. Come on, and we are working with internet and all these things, and we're still doing it. You can do it, Nikita. Only thing is it takes a little more time. Please get used to it. And see, another thing is your mind is probably telling you subconsciously, hey, this exam would be offline. Why are you worried about online? If this exam could be offline, why are you worried about online? That is also sometimes becoming your inhibition. Give away that inhibition. I'm saying, assuming you prepare online, offline will anyway become easy. Why are you so worried about it? It's always good to work hard so that easy things become. So if you do a test match, if you do a higher level cricket, lower level will be easy. That's what I would want to tell you, Nikita. Yeah. Padma, if you can, we'll get into
Yeah.
English section now.
Yeah, we'll get into the English section. So for English, you know that